what is Matthew, California Conventions blog. It is officially con day at Sakura-Con here in Seattle, Washington. It is 1:17 a.m. in the morning, and we're not asleep yet.
Yeah, we ain't asleep yet.
Yeah, you would think after a 9-hour drive, you would think we'd be in bed by now, but nope.
No, that's not the case. I would say that for the person who was driving it all the way, I mean, I was trying to also say, hey, you want me to drive? But you stuck it through.
I was fine. I mean, one part of me, because we definitely drove from my house in Sacramento to Bedford, which is not that bad, and it almost wasn't as bad as going from Bedford to Seattle.
Bedford to Seattle was actually...
It's not that bad. It was like we did a couple of years ago. We went to Tayo. We went from Sacramento to Los Angeles and Los Angeles to Vegas. That wasn't that bad. Okay. It was a multi-day. Now, Otakon Vegas, though, was heck because we went straight from Sacramento to Vegas. That's a drive. But we'll get to that other story. Anyways, again, it's beginning of con in almost 10 hours, or 9 hours, 8.5, 9.5.
So, I mean, guys, generally, like, let's go over, like, what happened pretty much this whole prior day. Or, I guess, day 0. What have we been up to, guys?
We just got our badges.
We did some things in Medford before we got here.
Okay.
But God forbid I didn't just take you guys to the best burger joint before we got here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we went over to a place called Jasper's. It's right near...
it's in the city of Medford.
It is in the city of Medford. Probably some of the best burgers I've had in a really long time.
Yeah, I know a lot about it. It actually is a pretty good, even though it's a small classic cafe. They still make the best burgers out there. So if you ever visit Medford, definitely check it out.
There's a reason why that's our local newspaper, or the Mail Tribune's best rated restaurant in Medford for the last 7 years.
And the thing is that, this guy, Ryan, because he lives in Medford, he just pretty much treated us out to see what is around Medford. We went to Sherry's the night before.
Like hours later.
Well, that was when we first got in.
You know what's funny is that, I mean, they kind of passed out in the car a little bit, but I'm still running on 2 hours of sleep.
Sorry, but we were playing a lot of card games before everybody came over.
Yeah. For the driver, it was only about, at the bare minimum.
But at least you got like...
I got some.
You got some, and we both got 2 hours.
And then we had
sleep,
Dutch Bros.
So.
Anyways, so...
Yeah, FYI, Dutch Bros is like the Starbucks of California.
California? You mean...
Dutch Bros is Starbucks in Medford. Or of Oregon.
I didn't know. No. At this rate, you guys, we might as well just stop and say, like, all the Pacific Northwest, because, guys, literally, how many Sherry's did we see? How many Dutch Brothers did we see from Medford?
Way too many.
That's right, because, like, even in Washington, there's, like, Dutch Brothers as well. Like a newer version of Dutch Brothers or something.
It's like, it looked like more modernized, but it was a 24-hour one. For the most part, like, I from what I saw from Medford to at least Bellevue, I'll say I counted at least 8 or 10 Sherry's and a good at least 5 to 7 Dutch Brothers.
Sherry's and Dutch Brothers definitely were 2 of them. I couldn't try to recall which ones. The thing is that most of them that we actually went from Medford all the way to Salem, for example, they don't have much like McDonald's or Sherry's or anything like that. So we ended up seeing nothing. Nothing but green, and it was really cool because like you don't ever see like nature just like that in California.
Oh, and, speaking of these Californians, you see where I'm from.
Oh God, we're gonna run with this again.
You see or at least I should say where me and Brandon are from. The Californians learned the hard way that they don't have to get out of their car to pump the gas. They don't pay sales taxes.
And you won't top my car off. Why?
Because
and there's no carpool lane either.
No, we got to Portland. Finally, it's like, yeah, carpool lane. I'm still going slow.
FYI, Portland, your city needs to probably fix up their traffic system because it was really 2 hours wait to get through the city to get to Washington. Oh my God.
Words of the wise: if you are traveling to Sakura-Con, hell, even Komori-Con, just to get through Portland, leave early in the morning if you're coming from, like, Southern Oregon. Well, if you're coming from, like, Seattle, I guess maybe you'll be fine. But if you're coming from, like, Southern Oregon, like me and Brandon, or at least these guys in NorCal, leave freaking early.
Mm-hmm.
You'll regret it otherwise.
So actually, let's count the total. How was the, like, for our travels from Sacramento all the way to?
What do you mean?
If I had to give it a rating of 1 to 5, I'll say a 3.5.
I'm talking to Matt because Matt actually counted. Well, from
Oh, am I counting like overall?
yeah, overall.
I lost track. I lost track after 700 miles.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this actually. My travel's actually, I think, the longest out of all of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's how I planned it out. I actually took a train from my hometown all the way up to Sacramento, and that was 2 hours and 30 minutes. No, actually more 3 hours actually.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
then you joined me, so that
Then I
was
joined you.
that was 5 hours between Sac and Medford.
Stayed
And
the
then it
day.
was about another 8 hours after that from Medford to Seattle.
Yeah, and overall, a 16-hour commute
Mhm.
from where I live all the way up to Seattle, and it's an adventure. And I've been always saying this, especially on my Facebook. The hashtag Road to Sakura-Con has ended now.
I still beg to differ. I still beg to differ.
Well, okay, give your case then.
As I explained to you guys, but I'll explain to our audience, just generally, the road to Sakura, for me, or at least the road to Sakura-Con, does not end, even if we do end up here, right here, now that we're in the convention, we're in Seattle and all the proper jazzes. It's not over till it's over. The road doesn't end until we are heading back home.
That's in your case, but I just feel like my adventure going to Sakura-Con is pretty much the road, and then hashtag Sakura-Con after that. Matt, what would be your case?
I think I had to agree with Ryan.
Mhm.
You know, the road to Sakura-Con, you know, we're here, but then the road continues. It's a 6-block walk.
It's a 6-block walk, but it's a good walk.
It's a good walk.
Yeah.
Good walk downhill, so
And
it's pretty
then
easy.
the road to Sakura continues on a walk to Pikes.
Yep, that's
And
right.
then back.
And back.
And then wherever else we go.
There's a lot of things to see.
There's a lot of ways we can go, and you know, the road to wherever we go, whether it's dealers hall, whether it's to our interview sessions, whether it's to panels, whether it's, you know, it's going to be a road or a path somewhere.
All right.
Well, anyways, I don't want to discredit the guy that's to my right. This is one of my best friends, Brandon Turner. He's going to be staying with us for the entirety of the convention. He's a possible scout for us. Just we have to decide that still, but for the most part, Brandon, what are your thoughts on the trip so far?
And it's so far been pretty good. My first time meeting Matt and Nate, and we're all getting along pretty well. So, been a really fun trip. First convention
Ever.
and starting it off with a big con like Sakura.
Oh yeah.
If
So
I may
I'm
say-
kind of nervous about how it's gonna start.
If I may ask, Brandon, I normally don't like bringing my friends, especially when they're first starting out, the large cons, but at any case or sense of the word, since you've kind of scouted the area a little bit, do you feel overwhelmed already?
A little bit. I mean, it's a pretty big area. I've been to Seattle like 3 times in my life and never really explored it too much, especially either with like a group of friends or by myself. So it's definitely a whole new area and trying to learn and memorize everything. But thankfully we got Google Maps to kind of help us out.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, well.
So pretty much, just to kind of end our day zero, we just went grocery shopping. We did try one of Seattle's local delicacies in Best Bulk. They seem like they're best kept secret, but we went to Dick's Diner and Drive-In. God forbid.
Okay, I blame my friends for that. That outburst whenever you say the word.
Get your minds out of the gutter.
You know, if I had to sum up what we had today in terms of food, I have to quote the great Ryuichi Sakamoto.
Oh no.
The meat explosion.
So good. Oh, it's like a meaty explosion in my mouth.
You know what? Go to bed.
Yeah, you know what? Yep, Morgana's right there. He's telling us to go to bed, folks.
Go to bed. Say hi to the camera, Morgana.
Yeah, Morgana's gonna constantly remind us to go to bed.
I will say that Dick's is pretty good. I mean, it's like the in and out for Seattle or Seattleans. I don't know if that's the proper term to use, but
they're good burgers and for pretty low cost. So
it was a little weird how they do the toppings on the side for like 5 cents, but it's not really gonna. It's not gonna kick your wallet.
It's I mean, small price for a burger, but it's actually a pretty good burger.
Yeah.
And being it being a Seattle delicacy is what I call it.
And it's a really simple menu, and that's how they're able to keep everything down. It's simple. It's just 4 items for burgers,
Exactly.
1 set of fries,
Exactly.
3 shakes. That's all you can order.
You have. Exactly.
And maybe some ice cream cones on the side. That's really about it. That's some of the charm is that you like to see some of those old school places where it's just this is what we have. We've had this for over 50 years. It's now 2017. It's not going to be wacky word out menus. It's just that. And there's a little certain charm to it. However, in a lot of reviews of In-N-Out and all these places, it's interesting to kind of go back in time a little bit for that. But at the same time, it's like.
It's like yeah, that's a good way to explain it.
Explains it perfectly.
Especially if we would eat Jasper's earlier, it's like I go from Jasper's to like
yeah.
Can I go back to Jasper's?
Mega gourmet burger, and these are just simple, basic burgers. They make them quick and they're very efficient. So it was like just go in.
When you compare a diner like was it again?
Jasper's
versus Dick's that we just ate like for dinner, you can't compare it to be honest. I really do like something little classy, just like Jasper's.
Yeah.
But like for Dick's, which is pretty much fast food from Seattle, it was okay-ish. I still eat it, but
I liked it for what it was. But I mean, it's something like if you're really kind of like just in Seattle and you just want something like dirt cheap, it's pretty much something you'd want to go to.
And better than certain other fast food restaurants, and it's just good, mediocre burger.
But besides that, I looked around Sakura-Con and we tried to do some scouting today.
We did find something kind of interesting that I wouldn't mind bringing up with the organizer of the Persona 3 gathering. There's a room upstairs. I don't know if it's going to be as green as it was this evening. However, since people are probably going to be walking across that bridge come tomorrow, I'm wondering if the Sky Bridge is kind of like this kind of like moonish green, or at least that kind of like dark hour color, if you guys are familiar with Persona 3. You put that up, but I was thinking if it's that proper color, especially at like midnight, if we did like a midnight gathering or just had to do something of that sort, it would be interesting enough to have the effects of that light and then take photos in that.
The TARDIS is coming.
And we'll definitely bring that up. I mean, the gathering's at 9. We know where it's at. Hopefully it's not just us 3. So everybody else be 5.
That's what I'm kind of thinking. It's going to be a lot of Persona
5. It's
like,
it's like we're the forgotten ones now.
Now, speaking of the Persona Gathering meet tomorrow, what are we all looking forward to tomorrow? I mean, I know some of us are saying that we want to do Ivers for dinner tomorrow, or we want to go check out the Space Needle tomorrow, things of that sort. What do we want to do, or what do you guys look forward to?
I would have to say, let's start it. Like, go out and see why is it so popular, especially up in the Northwest, because this is our first time here. What makes it different from, like, for example, Fanime, AX, Otakon Vegas, Sakanime?
You have to put Sakura-Con in easily the top 10 conversations. So now you're talking East Coast Con, you're talking Otakon, you're talking ACEN in Chicago, you're talking ACON in Dallas. Those are legendary conventions. And Sakura has always been in that conversation. And part of me is like, why is that? Why can we put AX, Sakura-Con, Otakon, ACEN, ACON, all these Power 5, what I call it the Power 5, you can just throw those in there. Why? what makes Sakura Sakura?
Yeah. Yeah. Any other input you want to put in?
For the most part, like going on based on what Matt said, I mean, like this is one of the top contenders for, like, I would even say top 5 in the West Coast. I mean, it's definitely a runner-up, or at least I would say a second place compared to Anime Expo. A lot of people like to compare and say that Sakura-Con's a lot better than Anime Expo. I guess on the more industry-based, that Sakura-Con is like doesn't really have too much industry.
We'll have to be the judge.
We'll have to be the judge.
Have to be the
because
judge.
there is some panels, there are industry panels that we are looking forward to. Funimation has theirs at about 14 hours from now.
Close to it.
Almost around there. So we're gonna definitely check that out.
And we also got interviews over here.
Yeah, we are working with the Sakura-Con press department to get interviews. We'll have that footage up. We might do live footage, so we might splice that in there somewhere. But this is just the start. You know, it is day one. We kind of need to figure out our bearings because this is a con we've never been to before. And you know, part of that was just asking questions of, hey, what can we do, what can we not do? And I was told by them, this is what you can do, this is what you can't do. Because compared to like Anime Expo, compared to SAC Anime, compared to some of these cons that we went to, we know and don't know what we can and cannot
That
do.
was kind of confusing.
Let's back up really quick. So, in a way, it's like SAC Anime, you can do certain things. At Fanime, you can do certain things. At AX, you can do certain things. What can we do at Sakura? And that's one of the things that's one of the big challenges is, what can we do?
For the most part, like I said,
to put it to our style.
It's just the beginning of our journey. Like I said, for what we can do about it, that remains to be seen for the next 3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
And you keep realizing it's still Friday.
It's still Friday. This is day 1, and we're about to start things off in a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yes. 7 hours to go. 8 o'clock is about to open.
No, we're waking up at 8. Con starts at 10.
Oh, okay. I'm different then.
Well, for the most part, guys, I think it's the most famous line from Persona 5 right now. Let us start the game, shall we? So, from all of us here at California Conventions Blog and our special guest, we'd like to thank you for watching our pre-game footage of Sakura-Con 2017. We will see you in the morning. For me, Ryan Silva.
Nate Tivida.
Matthew Miranda and our special guest.
Brandon Turner.
We're signing off. We'll see you in the morning. Thanks for watching.